Alright guys, so a lot of you guys have been DMing me or just texting me in general over the past 6 months, even it's really been a lot in the past few months, about how to actually get your license. And I got my license in 6 weeks. It literally took me from when I said I wanted to get into real estate, 6 weeks later I passed the state test and had my license in my hand. I'm going to show you exactly how you can do that and the wrong ways people go about actually doing that. I'm going to show you the right way. I'm also going to tell you the wrong ways and the ways that are going to keep you on the fence and make the process just difficult for you and last 3 to 5 months when you can literally do it in 1 month, barely. So this is it. This is how I got my real estate license in 6 weeks. There's 3 actions you must do when getting your license. You must have a 6-week plan, so you have to have a schedule plan. Pick the right tools and course, and you have to stay consistent. Those 3 things is literally all it takes. This is not as hard as high school. This is definitely not as hard as college. If you're just consistent and study the right things, it's so easy to pass. If you just focus on the right things. That's the problem, is most people don't know what to focus on. I'm going to show you what to focus on. Therefore, it'll be easy for you to pass. This was me the week after I got my real estate license. That is me with pretty much no money in my account. I think I had under $1,000. That is my first car I ever bought by myself. That car had 145,000 miles at the time. I was 19, had no money, and ever since then I've closed about $30 million in volume, generating me just under, right over $400,000 in commission in about a year and a half, 2 years. So I did the class quick, and it paid off for me down the road in results because I was consistent and I used the right tools. So when I talk about a six-week plan, most people fail because they don't have a clear timeline. They just start studying. So you have to have timelines of when you plan to be completed each subject. So if you're studying this 1 week, you're studying math this week. You have to have a timeline of when you're going to study the math. If you're studying verbiage this week, you're going to have a timeline of when you're going to study that, and a timeline when you're going to finish. You have to set goals. That's how life works in general. Number 2, break your study schedule into 6 weeks. Set daily goals, 2 to 3 hours a day. Treat it like a job, not a hobby. If you're in this class, you're looking to make money. Making money comes from job. It comes from jobs. It comes from work. So you have to be able to treat it like a job and take just a few hours every day to study, but break it up into your schedule so that you create time for it. You have to make time for it. What's funny is we all make time to go to bed, right? We all make time. We're like, all right, we're going to go to bed now. It's just the same thing. Make time to get your studying in. Number 3, if you plan it like a business launch instead of a school project, you'll be licensed before most people even finish their course. It's business. This is the beginning of your business career for you. Treat it like that, and I promise you'll get there a lot faster than someone who's just kind of doing it for shits and giggles. If you want to do it on the side, real estate on the side, you can still use this plan and get your license very quick. That's 6 weeks out of your life, a few hours a day, where you took a risk. You went and did something different, and now you have your license. You can do what you want with it. Moving on to number 2, tools and course. The course you pick determines exactly how fast you finish. I don't believe in the online courses. Let's be honest. We as young people, or even just in today's world in general with social media and everything, we don't operate well on our own. So it's not good if someone's like, oh, here's your real estate course, it's online, finish it when you want. If you do it like that, it is going to take you 3, 4, 5 months, and you have no one to ask questions to. So that brings me to my next point. Use a state-approved in-person course and use their study tools and third-party study tools, because you need to avoid courses that slow progression, right? Every day I went to an in-person school at 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. because this is a 75-hour course, so you have to get 75 hours in of learning. I would go from 9 to like 12, and then we would have class. She would teach us. The teacher's an instructor. After class, I can ask her questions. I can ask her what I should study. That's the benefit of in-person classes. Then that night, you can study what you asked her earlier in the day. If you do it online, you have no fucking idea what you're doing. You're running blind. And the fastest way to get licensed is in person. I will stand by that forever. That's how I did it, and that's what most people do. They go in person. That's how you went to high school and graduated high school. You went in person. To my third point, consistency. Momentum is everything in real estate and in life. Life loves momentum. It needs speed. It needs consistency. It needs to be an everyday thing. If you take the online course or you take the in-person course and you don't study for a few days, you're going down. And then you study for 2 more days, and then you take a few days off, you're going down. You have to be consistent in this. Study the same time every day to build your routine. Schedule your exam out as soon as possible, and review practice tests nearly daily. Right when you know, okay, this is when the course ends, I'm going to take that test, pass that, I'm scheduling my state exam within a week of that so that I can retain all the information and jump straight into it and keep the momentum rolling. You need to schedule out that and review practice tests nearly daily. So your teacher in an in-person school will give you practice tests. I can show you how to get practice tests from your state, and that's what you study, because that's what most likely is what your test is going to look like. Don't study, something off of Google when that has nothing to do with your state test. Study what is already given to you. If you want to feel ready, you'll never be ready. Schedule the exam and rise to the occasion. It's simply that. People operate better under pressure, even if you're someone who says, I'm not a good test taker, this, that, and the other. If you want to do this for yourself and you want to invest in yourself, set a date and then make it fucking happen. That's as simple as that. Just make it happen. You can't just say, oh, I'm going to do it when I'm ready. None of us ever feel ready. I wasn't ready to film this YouTube video. I just knew I had to do it. I didn't wake up and was like, I'm just ready to do that. I had to do it. I did it, set a time, when I'm going to post it, and I had to rise to the occasion. It's the same thing. My last point, success loves speed, and so does real estate. Real estate transactions, getting your real estate license, closing a deal, getting a deal formulated, negotiating a deal, it all loves speed. It all has to happen quick. And there's 3 aspects that roll into that as a person, as an individual, that you're trying to invest into yourself and into this course and into this business. Number 1, change. You're interested in real estate for a reason. You're changing your profession, and now you're about to change your future. Therefore, you have to change. When I got mine, I was literally still selling like illegal things and doing the wrong things. I had to completely change who I was to be successful in this profession, and it started in that school. You have to change if you want your future to change. Number 2, commitment. I've already said this before. You have to be committed to get your license quick. If you drag along, you're going to fail the state test, you're going to fail the course test, and then you're going to get discouraged. Just commit to it for 6 weeks, get it done, and get it out of the way, and boom, you're licensed. You can get into the business. It's a long road, but you have to truly be willing to give max effort. You have to give max effort because it is difficult. It's not the hardest thing in the world, I can't lie to you, but it does require some effort. If you're not willing to give effort, then you're not going to do anything for yourself in general. So this, just like everything else, requires commitment. Most importantly is a plan. You have to plan a schedule. Without this, you won't be consistent, and your consistency will be the reason you get results fast. Success loves speed. It's as simple as that. I just broke it down for you based on, my experience and my, successes in the business. This is exactly what I would tell someone who's looking to get their real estate license, how to go about it. Catch you guys in the next one.